Welcome, everyone. We're joining you today. We've just finished up a board meeting for the Association on American Indian Affairs, and we have some of our some traffic, and we have some board members with us today to spend some time with us for our Share Healing event, who'd like to share a few kind words in prayer and good thoughts for those who are in need. Frank, would you like to start us off?
Sure. We're thinking about this time of renewal, this time of spring, this time of the leaves coming out, and the trillium are popping in the woods outside right now, just starting to come out. The morels are still growing, one of my favorite mushrooms, and it's just a pleasant day. I've got tulips in the yard that are blooming, and hyacinth, and it's a beautiful time. The seeds are all in my garden, ready to go, or else they're planted, ready to do it. So I'm really looking forward to this year, and I'm thinking about what that means when we plant a seed. It isn't instant gratification. You don't just put the seed in the ground and then have food. You put that seed in the ground, and it's what you're doing. That seed is hope. That seed is faith in the future. That seed is something that you put in there that is to help grow. And so when we have people that are ailing in body or in spirit, that it's healthy to plant seeds, to do things that actually are thinking about the future, thinking about what that's going to be. As we planted corn the other day, I was thinking about the corn soup I'm going to be making, and the corn we're going to be eating off the cob, and some of that corn that we're going to freeze and have it in all winter in different ways. And you think about that, but you also it's that cycle of life, that thing it provides so much hope for us. So I think about that, and as we offer our prayers, and we're talking about healing. When I offer prayers for healing, I think about that healing is the healing in spirit. And, we don't necessarily, we pray that people have, that those who are ailing in body and spirit and their caregivers, that they all be touched, have the strength to face the adversity in their lives, that they have that strength to face those challenges that are there. And some people, it may be their time. Other people may be just in the time for healing. But we pray for all those that are caring for those who are ailing, but whether it be body or spirit, and that they have that strength. So that's my thoughts for this day as part of this, is that I would share that idea that in this time of renewal, this time of hope, this time of putting those seeds and thinking about the time to come, that we plant those seeds also, those prayers and those seeds in our minds. We plant those seeds and let them grow and tend to take care of them. And that we have that strength to do that, and we get the guidance from the Creator to help us do all of those things. So with that, I say, miigwech, 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 miigwech. Aho.
Thank you, Frank. Sandy Whitehawk, would you like to join next in our Share Healing?
Yes. I would just like to say greetings, relatives. This has been a really hard, confusing, and challenging time this last year and a half. We've lost loved ones unexpectedly. Some of us have gotten sick. Some of our relatives have gotten sick and haven't gotten better. It feels like a time of spiritual abandonment. And it can feel that we have to be pressured to be okay, and pressured to say that I'm healing, I'm okay. But I'm here to tell you that healing doesn't have a timeline. And there is no right or wrong way to do this. It takes as long as it takes. We need to surround ourselves with those who will give us that generosity of time, of walking with us in our own pace that we need in order to come to terms with what has been happening over this last year and a half. As we move out of this time period, maybe this summer and this fall will end a little bit more freedom that we're going to have. We will feel that spiritual or that lift of that heaviness and be able to laugh with our relatives, be able to feast together, tell stories again, and remember who we are as a people, that we are a nation of resilient people who, while this has been an exceptionally challenging time, we were prepared through this. We were prepared for it because it's what our ancestors have already gone through. So we're walking in that strength. So remember, relatives, healing does not have a timeline. You can't do it wrong. You're right where you're supposed to be. Take your time. Be gentle. No negative self-talk. Only loving, kind words. Mitakuasum.
Oh, thank you, Sandy. Jonathan James Perry, would you like to bring us some words?
Hello, Jonathan James Perry. Hello, my name is Jonathan James Perry, and I come from the Akuna community of the Wampanoag Nation. We have gone through a very difficult time. A lot of us have had to say goodbye to loved ones, friends, family of all different areas, different nations, different parts and regions. And it has been confusing and difficult. But I do want to remind you that our ancestors walk with us and give us strength. Our family gives us strength. All of creation is there to help hold us up and support us and teach us and heal us in this time. The plant world, the animal world, the sky world, the world below us, the earth world. And so draw from that, heal, mourn, go through what you need to. And remember that it is Sicangu Lakota, it's the New Year's, it's the beginning, the rebirth time. And so as these plants grow around us and come back, our hearts spring forth anew. We are stronger. We are visited by the fish and by all the other things that are celebrating life and renewal. We have all suffered, but we are all joyous and celebrating life together. And so go through your time of hardship, draw together, stand together, hold each other, understand that the sun rises, life goes on, and those who have journeyed will be dancing in the sky world, looking down on us and celebrating with those who have passed before us. And so they are not alone, we are not alone, we are all one, and we stand together and we move forward. Thank you all.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Jonathan. And Rory Wheeler from Ettawageshik, Seneca Nation.
Well, greetings, everyone. Beautiful words, everyone. I sit here like so many others with a very heavy heart. It's been a very difficult year for us all. But one thing that has guided me through being as an active community member, as a first responder on the front lines of this pandemic, has been a single phrase that comes from the Seneca language. And what a dot, J-O. Okay. And what a dot, which means we will continue to help together. We will continue to help each other. That simple phrase has helped me in my work here in the community and in being there for other people in our community. We have all struggled with the losses in our nations, our elders who are our foundations of wisdom and knowledge. But that phrase also reminds me that our spirit as Indigenous people will continue to live on as it has sustained us since time immemorial. Our ancestors provided us with so much wisdom, guidance, and encouragement to get through any challenge that we will face. As we know it, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we must continue to stay strong, stay vigilant, and be there for one another. I'll continue relying on the strength and wisdom of our ancestors to ensure that we continue on for the next 7 generations. With that, Yahweh.
Awesome. Oh, that
Thank
was
you.
good.
Thank you, Rory. So from the windows, the virtual windows and spaces of the Association on American Indian Affairs, we want to remind you that we are all related. We are all connected. We are all sacred and accountable for each one of our relatives' health and well-being. Be well out there, and please stay safe. Thanks, everyone.